Growing calls for Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore to drop out of his race after the Washington Post reported that he had sexual contact with a 14-year-old girl when he was in his 30s. 3 other women also came forward saying Moore pursued relationships with them when they were teenagers as well. The charges exploded across Capitol Hill, but Moore is defiant, and our chief national correspondent Tom Yamas is in Birmingham with the latest. Good morning, Tom.
George, good morning to you. That's right. Overnight, Roy Moore on Twitter saying he will fight on and that the forces of evil will lie. And here in Birmingham, caller after caller on both AM and FM radio stations expressing support for Moore, wondering if this is all a dirty political trick. This, as ABC News has spoken to nearly every woman mentioned in that Washington Post article, and all of them tell us they stand by their story. This morning, the Republican Party reeling over accusations their Senate candidate from Alabama, Roy Moore, allegedly molested a 14-year-old girl and pursued other teenage girls when he was in his 30s.
It's a devastating, nasty story. If the revelations, if that's true, I don't believe there'd be any place for him in the U.S. Senate.
The Washington Post speaking of 4 women, including Lee Korfman, now 53. She says she was 14 when Moore, then an assistant district attorney, took her to his home. She told the paper he took off her shirt and pants and removed his clothes. He touched her over her bra and underpants, she says, and guided her hand to touch him over his underwear. She says she remembers thinking, "I wanted it over with. I want it out." Korfman's mother, who learned about the incident years later, confirmed her daughter's account to ABC News. Moore is a hardline conservative Christian and former Alabama Chief Justice.
Homosexual conduct should be illegal.
He became a hero to some in the religious right when he refused to remove a 10 Commandments monument from a judicial building, and as a Senate candidate had a far-right platform.
Crime, corruption, immorality, abortion, sodomy, sexual perversion sweep our land.
Now, Moore may be losing GOP support.
The president also believes that if these allegations are true, Judge Moore will do the right thing and step aside.
At least 10 Republican lawmakers have said Moore should step down if the allegations are true. Moore has denied the accusations, calling them completely false and a desperate political attack. And some are still standing by him. An Alabama politician telling the Washington Examiner, "Take Joseph and Mary. Mary was a teenager, and Joseph was an adult carpenter. They became parents of Jesus." Steve Bannon, one of Moore's biggest supporters, describing the story as a hit piece.
But it's interesting. The Bezos, Amazon, Washington Post that dropped that dime on Donald Trump is the same Bezos, Amazon, Washington Post that dropped the dime this afternoon on Judge Roy Moore.
And Sean Hannity saying this on his radio show.
There was kissing involved. And then they're saying there's one encounter with a 14.
Consensual.
And consensual, that's true.
Hannity later said on his TV show he misspoke, that he didn't mean the 14-year-old gave consent. But he still questioned the timing of the allegations, coming just weeks before the December 12th election.
It is morally repugnant. It has no place in our society. Here's the thing. In any of these cases, it is sometimes you have to look at the truth here. How do we ascertain what happened 38 years ago?
Now, Moore and his supporters are describing all of this as a plot by Democrats to destroy Moore, but the Washington Post says they spoke with more than 30 people during the time of those allegations, and that 14-year-old girl who had the relationship at the time, who's now older, says that she's voted for Republicans and recently even voted for President Trump. George?
No, you're exactly right, Tom. You had 4 women on the record, 30 sources overall. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.